Hello and welcome back to another one with me, Wayne. This one is a bit different. Like I said in my recent video, I'm going to go through all of my games, so bear with me a second, I am here. So we'll start at the top. In fact, before we go through the games, I'll show you what I have above me and behind me. There's my PlayStation book, PS5, PS1 edition, Portal, some PS2s, PlayStation Classic, 20th anniversary steelbook, some memory cards, a boxed PS1, loads of memory cards, another boxed PS1, controllers, sorry, not memory cards, and another boxed PS1. And then down this side, it's just my other little display bits. This is not the final bit here, so ignore that really. But anyway, we'll go through the games. So 007 Racing to start. My alphabetical nonsense, it can probably drive some people crazy, so if you spot any, let me know. A game a subscriber recently mentioned, I think his name's Selfie or something, I can never remember. It's an obscure game, they call it A-Train, I think, in other regions. It's a God Sim style, quite rare game. As you can see, the worst part here, look, there's Ace Combat 2 and Ace Combat 3. The first one is actually called Air Combat, so that's not there. I'll just keep going through them. I've got all the Actua series, all of them. Then we go to Adidas stuff. I'm missing a couple of those. Some of my favourite games there, Resurrection and Trilogy, the Alien games. There's Air Combat. Some more here. Alone in the Dark. I'll just let you look. I don't really need to spell it out for you what there is. Apologies about my lighting, by the way. It's not the best. And then there's Armored Core. It's quite an expensive game there. Army Men series. I'm missing 2. I think it's Amiga Soldier 2 and Sarge's Heroes 2, I think it is I'm missing. Some Asterix stuff. Sorry about my lighting again. As Your Dreams, that's quite an expensive one. Didn't cost me a lot though, look. I think that averages about £100 now, and then it goes to the Barbie games. All right, back down the other end. Apologies, you see here with the double stack and it never looks right. I'm going to get some perspex to go across the tops of all these so I can separate them better. But as you all know, I'm going to go and refit my loft, so all this display will be gone anyway. Ballerina Toshington 1, 2, 3, missing number 4. Battle Tanks, Transformers Beast Wars, it's a great game. Some fishing stuff. Bishi Bashi Special, some folk have recommended that to me before. It's a weird game to be sure. Some other random stuff, Legacy of Kain, Bomberman, Broken Sword, Breath of Fire 3 and 4, great games. All of the Buster Move games, well, 3 of them at least. Castlevania games, there's Symphony of the Night, that's my most expensive game at the minute. It's in a little case to keep it safe and protected. But yeah, cost me over £400 that one, and then I've got Chronicles as well. It's like a £150 game. Some random stuff again. Chase the Express is one of my favourite games. Great game that is. This game, if you've watched my videos long enough, Chocobo Racing, that's took me like 26 years to get that game. Probably my favourite game I own, to be fair, even though it's not actually a good game, it's just quite rare to get. Colin McRae, quality games, Command and Conquer and Colony Wars. I'm missing Cool Borders 1. That's the only Cool Borders game I'm missing. Back to the other side now. Excuse me. The Crash games, all of them. Creatures, nonsense they are. Croc games. Crusader, No Remorse. D, this one my wife got for me. It's really expensive for what it is. It's not that big of a game, but it's one I was wanting for a long time. All the best ones here, look, the dancing stage ones. That jokes. Dave Mirra. Let's keep going. Descent, Destruction Derby 1 and 2. I'm missing the third one, which is Raw. Haven't got that yet. Diablo, quality game that is. I actually really enjoyed it. Digimon games, I've got all of the Digimon games there, as you can see. Then there's the Dino Crisis games. If you don't know them, have you ever played PS1? Dino Crisis, as you can see, that's number 2, obviously. Discworld 1, 2, and Noir. And then we're going on to a load of Disney stuff to the end here. There's still a few Disney games I'm missing. Back to the other end again. And there's some more Disney stuff. Doom double box. Dragon Valor, that was a recent addition. Namco game. It's pretty good, that. The Driver 1 and 2. Legendary games. Duke Nukem games. This one. Took me a long time to get hold of a good copy of this as well. Airgites, or however you want to pronounce it. There's some quality gaming for you. Equestriad, horse racing stuff. Evil Dead. A lot of people love that game. I didn't like it, to be honest. Let's keep going. Fantastic Four. Fear Effect 1 and 2. Great games. And then all of the FIFAs from 96 up to 2005, as you can see. If my hands are a bit shaky here, feel free to pause. I'm not the steadiest. Final Doom, then all of the Final Fantasies there. Another fishing game. A recent addition from a subscriber that we had a little deal with, Flying Squadron. Now, all of the Formula 1 games. I'm missing a couple of F1, but these are the Formula 1s. Back down here. Formula Nippon, courtesy of Ash, legendary game. Froggo's recent edition, I'm just missing the sequel. Front Mission 3, Future Cop LAPD, that. Wrong position, sorry. That is one of my all-time favourite games. I can't get enough of that game, it's great. G-Police 1 and The Weapons of Justice, the sequel. Galerians, another very highly recommended game, cracked case, but hey-oh, that is such a good RPG style like survival game. Gex, all of the Gexes, and this one, the first Gex, that one, stupidly expensive, and it's not even a good game. Let's keep going. Grandia, all the Grand Theft Auto, so there's the original, number 2, then I've got the cardboard outer of the collector's edition. Now you might see 2 Londons here, but I'll show you. This is just my OCD really. So that's the special edition one, and that's the add-on version. So this is the version you need the original game to play, whereas the other one is the standalone. Gran Turismo's. Let's keep going. Harry Potter. Heart of Darkness. Great game that is. Hogs of War. R.I.P. Rick Mail, but that's a legendary game. Hugo, there's 6 of these damn things, and I've only got 3 of them so far. So it is what it is. Let's keep going. Incredible Crisis. Donald Mackerel told me how good this was. I don't think I'd ever played it prior to playing it recently. It's a weird game, but it's good. Motocross, International Superstar, Track and Field 1 and 2. I remember back in the day when this one first came out, and I literally broke 4 controllers playing this. ISS, Jackie Chan Stuntmaster, that's an expensive recent addition. Jade Cocoon, quality game. Jimmy White's. I'm strangely getting into snooker again, game-wise, and that's quite a good one. Kagero, Deception 2. I still need to find the original, the first one, that's the sequel. Kingsfield, that's an expensive game, but I found this in a charity shop for 50 pence. What a game that is. Same as Kingsley's Adventure. I bought that off of someone local to me in a good deal. So I'm happy to have that because that's gone up in price. Down here, Klonoa. I'm just missing the beach volleyball one. Mad that it's a volleyball game out of Klonoa, but hey-oh. Kudelka, highly, highly underrated game, and it's a really good game as well. If you like Resident Evil and Final Fantasy style games, I highly recommend people buy that. Cooler World. That is an amazing game if you like puzzle games. You just play around as a beach ball. I'll show you the rear there. It's a puzzle game, as you can see, but it's ridiculously expensive these days. Karushi 1 and 2, recent additions. Soul Reaver, Legend of Legaia. That's one I was after for a very long time, and obviously I've got it now. All the Lego games. Libero Grande, great football game. I'm just missing, is it international version of it, I think it's called. Now, these games, Donald Mackerel will attest to this. LMA Manager is obsessed with them. Life Force Tenka, great first-person shooting game. Lion and the King 2, that's ridiculously expensive and rare. Loaded, Lomax. Again, this is my OCD with games and their sequels, because Reloaded is under R down here. But we'll get to it in a minute. As you can see, Madden again, I still need 97, and then whatever comes after, if there's one that comes after. These games I'll get to in a minute, but we'll keep going. Martian Gothic, this is one of my all-time favourites too. Martian Gothic Unification, it's called. It's a great survival horror game. You play as these three guys, and if you're playing as this guy, for example, if you come across the other two throughout your playthrough, if you're too close to each other in the game, you die through some madness or something, so you got to stay alive separately. Mary-Kate and Ashley, what do we say about them? I'm still missing quite a few Marvel games, but my wife has all of the Marvel games, and she won't let me put them on here. That is what it is. Max Power Racing. Sorry, I'm on the floor here. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. The front cover looks like a definite like throwback to the back in the day, but it's actually quite good. MDK, very good game. Medal of Honors, Medievals, Mega Man Legends, stupidly expensive game, and I'm not even a fan. Men in Black, Metal Gear Solid, and its VR special missions. Mickey's Wild Adventure. Now this one is the single case version of it. The double case, what comes with a music CD, is really expensive and rare, so I will swap that out eventually when I get hold of a copy. Monopoly, Monkey Hero being a recent one. Mortal Kombat Mythologies, ridiculously expensive, and that was in a recent video where you saw me get that. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that one. It's not a good game. Back over here, we got Mort the Chicken. Yeah, let's just keep going. Namco Museum, 1 to 4. So I've got Namc, as they all, on the front covers, they all have an individual letter. So 1 has N, and obviously 4 will have the C. And I just need number 5 to get the full word Namco. Some sports games now. So look, NBA from there all the way to there. I'm missing quite a few, as you can see. Necronomicon, Need for Speed 2, 3, and Porsche. I just need Road Challenge. Then I've got all of the Need for Speed games. And again, this is where my OCD kicks in, because you'll notice there's not the first one there. I'll get to that in a second. You'll see why. Nightmare Creatures 1 and 2. Quite rare game. The sequel, ridiculously expensive as well, but not as good as the first. No One Can Stop Mr. Domino. That was in a trade with Joel. You're a legend, mate, because I'm buzzing to have this. Nuclear Strike, one of my all-time favourites. The Abe's games, the Oddworld games. Those are really difficult, but good fun, especially when you fart and such. Overblood 1 and 2, they're fairly recent additions. Overboard, what a game that is, like pirate ship stuff. Pandemonium 1 and 2, quite expensive. Parappa the Rapper, Parasite Eve 2. If you're ever going to play some PS1 games in the modern age, I highly recommend people play Parasite Eve for sure, and Parappa, funnily enough. Some PGA games. Point Blank 1, 2, and 3. Ridiculously expensive for the third one. Come for what it is. It's not that good of a game. A game I know Donald Mackerel loves. Popstar Maker. So back to the other end. Populous. Sports Challenge. I'll keep going anyway. I don't need to say them all. Project Overkill's a recent one. just there. It's a good game. Quake 2, amazing graphics for what it is, and how they got this to run on a PS1, I will never know. Let's keep going. Rage Racer, one of my all-time favourite arcade races. I think it was just where you can customise your cars. The appearance of it was pretty cool. Rainbow Six. Rallycross, they haven't aged well at all, but they're still good fun. The Rayman games, I've got all of them. RC to Go, great game. Same as RC Revenge and Stunt Copter, to be fair. The RC game's really good. Ready to Rumble, 1, 2. Rare's reloaded there, so instead of putting the sequel next to the original, it's under R, as you can see. And this, if you notice my alphabetizing, it's Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. That's my order. So as you can see, B before E. That's just my OCD. You don't need to worry about that. Another Namco shooter rescue shot. Resident Evil games, all of them. As you can see, all of the Ridge Racers. Rival Schools, great fighting game. I just suck at it because I'm not good at fighting games. Two of my favourite racing games of all time, Roll Cage 1 and 2. I like 2, but the music is better on the first one. That's got to be said. And then down here we've got R-Types. I'm still missing Delta, all the Rugrats ones. Saga Frontier 2, as you can see there. Great game that is. Let's keep going. Shadow Man's a great game. Shadow Master. No, not that one. It's Shadow Madness. Sorry. That one's an RPG. It's not what I actually thought it was. It's actually really good. Silent Hill. If you don't know what that is, you probably don't know anything. Skull Monkeys recent edition. Great game that is. Sky Sports stuff. Soccer 97. One of my all-time favourite football games. It's a great game. The graphics haven't aged well, but the ball and the players have like some weird floaty mechanic to it. So the physics are not great, but the game is just amazing. So you can score some absolute perler goals. Soviet Strike, Space Hulk, Space Jam, it's awful. Spec Ops games, that Spec Ops there, as you can see. Stealth Patrol, that is my only sealed PS1 game. Now, I don't tend to collect sealed games, nor do I care to own sealed games because I actually play them. I just haven't played that yet, so I'll be unsealing that when it comes to me playing it. Legendary game, Spice World. Now, apologies about this. It's there because I've just got a cable back there. Again, this is all just temporary until I rehouse them in my loft. Spider-Man's. Spot Goes to Hollywood. I used to love the original on the Mega Drive back in the day. Spyro 1, 2, and 3. Star Ocean. That took me way too long to obtain. Great game. The Star Wars titles, I'm just missing Demolition. Street Fighter, I've not got many. As you can see, there's quite a few of them I'm yet to obtain. Street Racer was a fun title. Strider 2, that was quite a decent trade deal. I got that one. It's quite an expensive game these days. Suikoden, or Suikoden, however you pronounce it, 1 and 2. Sorry, I'm just repositioning myself because I'm on my knees at the minute. As you can see, Suikoden 2, or Suikoden 2, and the first one. They're ridiculously expensive these days. I think that one's 250 and that's about 150. I paid less for the pair than the price of that one. Nothing of any note. The Siphon Filter games. Tank Racer. That is a weird game. You race around in tanks, obviously, but it's quite fun. Team Buddies. Loads of swearing. Loads of madness going on in that. I highly recommend that game to anybody. Tekken Cardboard Box, which is there. Don't want to pull it all out. Now, if you're wondering what these games are all about on the top, these are empty cases that I'm using for spares. The only one that is not empty here, well, there's a couple that aren't, is Super Pan Collection. Now, the reason Super Pan Collection is not in my games is it's missing the front inlay. So I don't tend to put games that aren't complete in my shelving. So it's just sat there until I do. And then these two are just duplicates. onto this section here, where we start with Tekken 3, Tenchu, the test drive games. I've got all of those. Alundra. See, now the worst part is Alundra 1 is here because it's under the, but Alundra 1 is Alundra 2 is under A. So I've put anything that starts with the word the is counted in my alphabetics, but also the first letter of the second word is in alphabetical, and alpha as well. So the City of Lost Children and Crow City of Angels, that game, The Crow, awful. It's a 70 quid game in CEX. I won't even say it's worth 70 pence, to be honest. The Grand Stream Saga is a good game. The Grinch was stupidly expensive. Fifth Element, some serious jank. It's funny nonetheless. The Legend of Dragoon. Great game that is. I can't recommend that enough to people. If you like your Final Fantasy RPGs, please go out and give that a go. But it's expensive, so maybe emulate it if that's your thing. Sorry, I'm all off at shop here. Nothing that's standing out at the minute. There you go. There's Need for Speed, and it's because it says the Need for Speed. So that's the original Need for Speed. I've not gone and put this, the Road and Track Presents, as alphabetical. I've just gone with that. Hate me in the comments. The Theme Hospital and Park games and Theme Park World. This is football. Time Crisis, Legendary Games, Tobal number 1, Great Fighter, Toka 1 and 2, and Race Driver. And anyone who's been watching me for an amount of time will know the absolute nightmare I had getting hold of Tombi 2, or Toomey 2, however you pronounce it. And then obviously there's the first one. But they took me an eternity to get, and I'm not overly proud of how long it took me, but it is what it is. Tomb Raider games. Now, to some folk, when I say that the Tomb Raider games were amongst my favourites of all time, the reason for that is coming from 2D stuff with the Mega Drive, and the Tomb Raider games were the first. I mean, I've always been into like the adventure side of gaming, but these were the 3D, were like the first proper 3D adventure games that I got the chance to play, and it just changed my whole perspective on how video games could be. So yeah, these first 3 anyway are my favourites. 4's okay, 5's awful, full of bugs, and it's damn right broken at times. All 4 Tony Hawks on the PS1, 1, 2, 3, and 4, obviously. Total NBA. Now this is the one that is the last cardboard one I need, because the cardboard version of this game, this orange patch, is all the rubber texture of a basketball, or it's meant to be. Obviously I've got the original case version at the minute. I have the other 3 cardboard version games, which is Mortal Kombat 3, Tekken 1. Oh damn, and Warhawk. I've got those. The cardboard ones of those. I just need the cardboard of this, but it's ridiculous money on eBay, so that'll be a find at a later date. True Pinball. Everyone who had a PS1 back in the day got that given. It was a free bundle game, but I need to get a new version. As you can see, the inlay bit there's a bit torn. I'll get another version eventually. I'm in no rush. It's cheap. Let's keep going. Twisted Metal 1 and World Tour. Took me forever to get a good copy of World Tour, but I've got that now. And Twisted Metal 1 double box. Jamalami recent edition. Great condition as well. Vagrant Story. Now, anybody who wants a game to play and get lost in it, get this. This game is an absolute gem. The graphics are pretty good for PS1 standards, really, but it's such a good role-playing game. I cannot explain enough about it. Vampire Hunter D, quite an expensive game as well. Vandal Hearts 1 and 2, they were quite expensive. Vigilante 8, 1 and 2, again, they were quite pricey. VIP, if you like Pamela Anderson stuff. Right, so let's go up to the last section of them. That's my Alien stuff. Temporary display. So here is, let's just move these PSPs out of the way. I'm not very good and keep doing 2 things at once. Virus, Weird game based on the movie from the 90s. The game's not great, but the movie's weird. V-Rally, I love those games. Vib-Ribbon, such a unique game. Warhawk is there, so that's another cardboard one, as you can see. It's not in the best of conditions with that bit sticking out, but it's okay. Warpath, Jurassic Park, great game. WCW, I'm missing 2 of those, I think, now. Westlife, yeah, that's a weird game. Got all the Millionaire games. Wild Arms, it's a good game. The Mark Hamill Wing Commander games. Wipeout, all of them. I've even got the special edition version of Wipeout free. If you're going to play any of them, play the special edition one because it's got additional features, but it's ridiculously expensive for what it is. I think it's like 60, 65 quid now. And then these games that were above those games, as you can see, this is where I'm running low on space, so I've got to move my Alien display really to feature more. I built this unit with fully spec'd for all 1,424 PS1 games, well, European, UK PAL, sorry. But this unit's going to get dismantled when I move into the loft, so we'll just keep going anyway. Worms, all the Worms games, the wrestling. I still need the Thunder Tanks of that one. It's an elusive title. It's not rare, but I just can't seem to get it. Wu-Tang, Taste the Pain. Basically just a reskinned version of, is it Thrill Kill? They reskinned to make that. It's a good game if that sort of fighting, like brutal fighting's your thing. XCOM games, Donald Mackerel FOMO'd me for them. As soon as he said he were ordering them, I just had to do the same. Because I don't know, I'm easily swayed. The only wrestling game I ever liked, Warzone. And the last lot here, Zero Divide being at the top because obviously it's Z, but X-Men, Zero Divide. I just need Zero Divide 2 and the game called Z, and then I've got all the games that start with Z. So that is the entirety of my PlayStation 1 gaming stuff. I have 6 more titles in my next pickup video that will add to all this. So as you can see, I know this has been quite a long video, so I apologise. But this is 879 PlayStation 1 games on this entire unit here. The next lot obviously will make 885. So I'm getting closer to my mind's eye figure to get before the summer was 900. So I'm not far off. So with that, that's me for today. Thank you very much for watching. And if this was your thing, let me know. I'll do it again later down the line when I get more games. But yeah, so thank you very, very much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one.